All right, let's get right into it. We're going to talk about one of the most important ideas in all of machine learning. It's called gradient descent. This is, at its heart, the actual process of how a machine learns.
You know, we hear about AI and machine learning all the time, but what does that really mean? How does a program go from knowing absolutely nothing to making predictions that are actually useful? Well, it all comes down to the answer to this one question.
You might think it's some super complex, genius-level first step, but the truth, it's surprisingly simple. The whole sophisticated world of machine learning kicks off with the model just taking a wild guess.
And when I say wild, I mean it. The first guess is almost always comically, laughably wrong. But here's the crazy part. That terrible first guess, it's the most important step in the entire journey. It's the starting line for everything that follows.
Okay, to make this idea real, let's ground it in something we can all understand. Imagine we want to teach a computer to predict how long it's going to take to drive to a coffee shop. Simple enough, right?
Now, for our model to learn anything, it needs some data to study. Think of this as its textbook. In our case, we've got a simple little table. On the left, we have our feature. That's the number of stop signs on the way. And on the right, we have our label. That's the actual travel time we're trying to predict. This is our ground truth.
So, the model has its textbook. What's its first move? It makes that guess we talked about. And our job, right at the start, is to measure just how terrible that first guess really is.
So the model starts out as a complete blank slate. It sets its internal dials, what we call its weight and bias, to 0. This is basically the same as drawing a perfectly flat, horizontal line. It's predicting the exact same travel time, whether there's one stop sign or 100. It's the definition of a clueless guess.
And this brings us to a really important number. For that first terrible guess, we calculate something called a loss score, and here it's over 300. Now, don't worry about the exact number. All you need to know is that a big number means a bad guess. It's the machine's way of telling us, whoa, I am way off.
So loss is just a fancy word for an error score. That's it. And the entire game of machine learning, the whole point of this entire process is to just keep fiddling with the model's settings to get this loss number as close to 0 as we possibly can.
Okay, so our model knows it's wrong. The loss score is huge. The million-dollar question is, how does it know how to get less wrong? Which direction should it go to make a better guess?
This is where a really cool idea from calculus saves the day. It's called the gradient. But forget the math for a second. Just picture yourself standing on the side of a big grassy hill. The gradient is simply the direction that points straight uphill towards the very steepest part of the slope. That's all it is. It points up.
And that right there is the key to everything. If the gradient points uphill towards more error, more wrongness, and our goal is to get to the bottom of the valley where the error is the lowest, what do? It's actually super intuitive, right? We just take a small step in the exact opposite direction. We go downhill.
And this is where the magic really kicks in. Learning isn't one giant leap. It's a process of making tiny, repeated improvements. It's a loop that gets a little bit smarter each time you run through it.
This whole process boils down to a simple 4-step recipe. This is the engine of gradient descent. First, you measure how wrong you are. That's the loss. Second, you find the uphill direction. That's the gradient. Third, you take a little step downhill to get less wrong. And finally, step 4, you just do it all over again. Rinse and repeat.
And check this out. You can see it happening right here. With each iteration, each trip through that loop, the model nudges its internal settings. And look at the direct result. The loss score just keeps going down, down, down. It's literally learning. It is getting less wrong with every single step.
But this can't just go on forever, right? I mean, how does the model know when it's done? How does it know when it has finally reached the bottom of that valley?
There's a word for this, and it's convergence. All it means is that the model has reached the point of diminishing returns. It gets to a state where taking more tiny steps downhill doesn't really lower the loss score anymore. It's found the best possible settings it's going to find.
And if you were to plot this on a graph, you'd see this beautiful curve. The loss drops like a rock at the beginning. That's the model learning really fast. But then, the curve starts to level out, getting flatter and flatter. That flat part at the end, that's convergence. The model has learned what it needs to.
Now, you might be wondering, how can we be so sure that this little downhill method finds the absolute best answer? What stops it from getting stuck in a little ditch halfway down the hill? Well, for this kind of problem, there's actually a beautiful guarantee.
This guarantee comes from a special mathematical property. For problems like this, the loss landscape is what we call convex. Now, that sounds super technical, but what it actually means is incredibly simple and intuitive. It means the landscape is shaped like a perfect, smooth bowl. There are no little divots or smaller valleys to get stuck in. There's only one single lowest point at the very bottom. So no matter where you happen to start on the rim of the bowl, if you start rolling downhill, you are guaranteed to end up at the exact same lowest point, every single time.
So this simple, elegant process is the foundation for how so many machines learn. But it does leave us with one really fascinating question. For this problem, the path was a simple, perfect bowl. But what happens in much more complex AI, when the landscape isn't a simple bowl, but more like a sprawling mountain range with thousands of different valleys? Well, that's where things get really interesting.